Hello, everyone. How are you? I hope you are really good. I'm here today with Taryn Andersen, and I'm so happy to have you here, Taryn. Thank you for being here with us. Taryn is the founder of Impulse for Women and an amazing person. Thank you, Taryn. How are you?
Thank you very much, Gemma, for inviting me to join your coffees on Tuesday and for such an amazing interview that we're going to have today. Well,
Okay, so tell us a little about yourself, a little about your background. What do you do? So then it's easier for them, for the people to understand what do you know about
yeah,
investors and
sure.
women.
uh, my background started at the private banking. I was there for 13 years. And then in 2013, I decided to become an entrepreneur. And we built up a company, a betting racetracks company. And we wanted to figure out how to attract more consumers. Therefore, I started to go to boot camps to see what was in the technology sector that could provide me a higher impact and effect, what was much more effective for my company. And I became a mentor in 2014. It was a win-win because every time that I was talking to a startup, I was learning from them at the same time that I was learning myself. They were learning as well from myself. And in 2016, a venture capital called TH Capital asked me if I want to join them because they were going to raise money for the second fund. And as my networking was coming from the private banking and I was also introduced in the technology sector by myself, I decided to join them. They are investing in United States and Canada, an early stage, and since 2008. So it was a pretty long track record, and I was very curious because the way that they invest in the United States is not the same like in Europe. Then I started with them, and in 2017, in July, they asked me if I want to join them as a general partner, and for sure I accepted. And then I was talking to my friends that we were having we had pitching sessions during that day. And that was after the pitching sessions when they offered me to become a GP. Then we were having a wine with some friends, and I told them that the offer that they gave me, and one of them, she said, Taryn, there's only 4 females in venture capital as a GP in Spain. And we started to kind of brainstorming like that cannot be possible. What are the females? What is happening with the females? I mean, venture capitalists, technologies for everyone. You don't have to be an engineer to have a startup or to become an entrepreneur. I mean, you just need an idea, good content, and to flow. And also, I was complaining how difficult it was for an investor to find female founders. Besides, why the females were all of them split off, and it was difficult to reach them. So we decided to build up Impulse for Women. It's an NPO. At the beginning, we started in Spain, but then we grew into Europe, and our third phase was supposed to be United States and Canada. But we were growing so quickly that started to become females from other countries. The main purpose of Impulse for Women is to hire the investment for female lead tech entrepreneurs and also all those social impact projects, male or female. We want them to support them as well. And we did it through 2 models. An online model is a matchmaking platform where we connect since the early stage until the exit. Doesn't matter which maturity do they have, we will connect them with the correct investor. And the offline, we started to work over there to support all those other females that they were out of our scope. And we wanted to grow the female lead tech sector in different countries. So this is why we started to close agreement with public and private organizations. And here we are right now.
And really thank exciting. You very much. And as a startup, If you're a startup and you want to subscribe or to register in Impulse for Women, what do you need to do? What are the advantages for the startups?
Actually, at the beginning, and as I said, it's there is no charge to be part of Impulse for Women.
Ah, that's
That's the
great.
first point. Yeah, we want you to get into our ecosystem, and we offer you webinars. We are right now producing, and we are on our way, but soon they will come over. We are offering pitching sessions. Now that's what we are thinking on the long term for the first Q1 2021. We also offer them mentoring sessions, and the principal purpose it was to connect them with investors. But we have been developing a connection marketplace right now. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. And I know you also have some advantages because you have some contracts with other companies also. They can help investor startups inside your platform, right?
Mm-hmm. We started to close agreements with the United Nations Women, with AWS, for example. If you're part of Impulse for Women, you can apply to 10,000 credits for
That
software.
helps.
Just yes, come on, it's 10,000 more in your budget. And besides, we are when IBM is doing a mentoring sessions, we communicate them and ask them to join them because it's a we are a connection. We want them to grow. We want them to push them, to support them, and to make them grow. That's one of our main purpose.
And you say that also for men, also that they have companies, you also help if there is, it's not only for women.
It's mainly it's for women because it was we detected that it was a lack there. The relationship that the female had with the investors is very different
Yes.
than the male. So our purpose was to help them. That was the first goal. But then when we were also supposed to help social impact projects. But if we were working with social impact projects, we wouldn't be in gender equality if we were saying no to the males,
Yeah,
as
true.
long as they were also giving good benefits to human beings, to climate, to the ecosystem. So this is why we include them. And the surprise was when we started to work with social impact projects and I went to knock the door to the social impact funds, especially those in the north of Europe. They were saying, okay, yes, I'm investing in agri-tech, water tech, energy, but I also buy tracks and I also buy rice seed. And I was like, wow, you're working with technology and not technology.
Yeah.
And they say yes. So for all those social impact projects, they could be male or female, and they could be in technology and non-technology.
Ah, good
Yeah.
to know. And what do you think are the
Yes.
main difficulties for women when they are trying to look for investments? Why is so difficult?
Because females, we are much more realistic, and we're a long-term mindset, and we want to have everything almost prepared before we give one step forward. And there's a lot of examples, like if there's a job and they ask you for 10 skills, a female, if she's not getting 10 skills, she's not going to apply.
Yeah, that's true.
And that doesn't have to be like that. Sometimes you're learning in the meantime all the other skills, you know. And we should be much more uh,
Confidence, maybe is
strong.
the
Yeah,
word.
confidence. Yeah, confidence that is going to happen. And it's not going to be any problem if we do not know 100%. So when they're going to look after an investor, they want to be prepared that they already have everything done, not only an idea. They want to be prepared and they want to think that, okay, I'm going to get money for the next 3 years instead of I'm going to ask only for 2 years. So I do not have to give so cheap. I do not have to reduce the price of my equity if I'm going to 3 years. They prefer to have this solved for the next 3 years and go over on my service, on my product, on my entrepreneur.
Oh, so sometimes we ourselves, the woman, we put barriers to ourselves.
Yep, that's a problem. And there's some things that we have to change our mindset. It's more than change our mindset is to know our weakness, so we can work it through over. If we are conscious of what are the weakness points that we have,
Yeah, it's true,
and
because
that's
if we know, we can do something about it. If we don't know, it's really difficult to change.
sure.
Yeah, because I hear also, yeah, the woman always asks for less money than men for the same kind of project and the same things.
More than less is they are much more realistic, the cash flow of a woman. Actually, it's going to be a minus plus 5%
Oh,
over
yeah.
less. Yeah. And for the male budget cash flow, you could take 25% off. Actually, we will have to review it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how can you help from infos for women? So, for example, if I have a startup and I subscribe, I don't know anything about investments. I don't know what kind of investors there are or anything. You
The
help that in
first,
that part of the platform?
it's not that we provide you issues
Mm-hmm.
that will let you know. But for sure, I'm always helping to all those startups that they're asking me. But there's one point that you're gonna be solved since the first minute that you get into Impulse for Women. Depending of your maturity and your economic needs, you will be connected with the correct investor.
Ah, that's good.
Sometimes startups, they're not analyzing how many types of investors are in the market, what are the differences between us. Sometimes they're coming, I'm not investing in blockchain, and you cannot imagine I received like 100 proposals from blockchain like last year and the
Wow,
other one,
it's a
and you're
lot.
like, come on, I'm not. Now I'm talking as TH Capital. In TH Capital, we're
Yes.
not investing in blockchain and or cryptocurrency, for example.
Mm-hmm.
It was a non-stop demanding and
Wow.
sending proposals through LinkedIn. I was like, oh, come on, just check who I am
Yeah.
before you're sending me. And it's super important to study with who are you gonna talk to, with how is our fund, if we're raising capital to invest or we're almost closing our fund. I'm not going to be looking at you if I'm almost done in my cycle. You know,
Yeah.
it's better to wait until I start it again, and then I will look at you much more better. Besides, it's very important to know which allocation I am investing, which stage, which maturity, in economic terms, how much I would like to invest in your proposal. Sometimes in our portfolio we have a 5% for fintech only, and if
Mm-hmm.
I'm investing on you 100%, I'm going to be much more percentage in fintech that I wanted to. So I should need to go for an co-investor as well. And also, we are a lot of different types of funds, and funds could be very close to you and try to solve your problems and help you to grow, because for sure it's like a win-win for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
The investors, we are investing in you as an entrepreneur, but we receive money from another investors to make our fund bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So we are not the boss of the fund.
Okay, that's new for me.
And everything, it has like it's a circle. So
Mm-hmm.
the fund that is sitting in front of you, they choose you. That's super nice. But then they have to give them some explanations to their private
Mm-hmm.
investors. You got public funds and private funds. All
Mm-hmm.
those that are private, you're sitting down with your LPs and explaining every 3 months what are we doing and why we're choosing this type of investment. No,
Okay, so you also really need to connect with the person.
for sure,
It's not
for
only
sure.
the projects; it's also
It's
the people.
everything. Yeah.
Mhm. So then, what if I ask you, for example, the four main things that you have to think about when you are looking for investment? What will you say?
The first step, what we're looking is which problem are you solving in the market?
Mm-hmm.
The second one will be the needs. There is a need in the market. Your
Mm-hmm.
client, when you're going over there, are you persuading your client, or your client is saying to you like, "Oh my God, you're really
Mm-hmm.
something that is going to be so useful for my daily, my
Mm-hmm.
journey." The next one will be the team. It's very important that all the agreement partners are well solved, very well closed with business angels. Now I'm talking like a venture capital. That's the first step, is to close a good agreement with business angels and with family offices, and also with me as well, that I'm a venture capital, an early stage. But I
Mm-hmm.
want another funds to come after me as well, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So the team is very important. And we want to know the people that is working behind, their mindset, the relationship between them,
Mm-hmm.
the storytelling. Then we will go to the next point. It's networking as well. It's
Oh,
very
yeah.
important, the networking. Yeah, because if you have been working in the health sector and you decide to become as an entrepreneur of a health tech,
Mm-hmm.
you already know people that you could call them.
Yes, true.
So you could have possible clients in the meantime. Besides, it's very important to build up a good team.
Mm-hmm.
For that, you need to know a lot of people and to know who to talk to ask for people that is going to work for you. Networking also includes the investors. It's very important to meet your investor 6 or 8 months before. He's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
provide you, yeah, he's going to provide you a personal relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the feeling like if someone is looking to you like if you're a dollar
Yeah.
symbol,
Mm-hmm. Yes, true.
and the way that they interact with you when they think that you're a dollar symbol, it's not the same like when they came over,
Yeah, when
they
you have.
ask, they just, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? I would like to have your opinion. I'm building that and that, and I
Mm-hmm.
know that I'm not in the pressure. I'm not under
Yeah.
pressure that they're gonna ask me for money. So the relationship is much more easygoing. Besides, I could give them a lot of advice
Mm-hmm.
before they go to see the business angel, you know.
Yes.
And if they're coming only because they want to, and also they get confused, they think that they have to go to the venture capital and they are not prepared
Mm-hmm.
to go to market yet. I'm not their profile as an investor. So it's important to have very clear also that point. And the networking for investors before going to invest is very important. The other one will be the competition, your market strategy to go to market. And the last one is very important. It's exit. If you want to raise capital in venture capital, the first thing that we want to know is how you're going to give me my money back.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a loan. If you want a loan, go to the bank.
Yeah, of course.
So there's a lot of things in the meantime that a lot of people is getting confused. And
Mm-hmm.
they are looking to you like, no, no, okay, it's going to be that for your child. Then why are you coming to look at me? So
Yes.
there's some questions that they're not prepared, and it's like a focus. I'm not saying that you have to know if you're going to make an IPO or you're going to go to the, I don't know, to sell it to a corporate, but to be prepared and have the answer of how we're going to give you back the money, or maybe it's going to come a very big fund, a Series
Mm-hmm.
D, for example. And I'm super happy if that is going to happen. Yeah.
Oh, many things to take into account. And it's good. Then you can help all this process inside Impulse for Women to make it easy to the startups.
Actually, we apply our knowledge in that.
Oh,
This is
that's
why
really
we
good.
built it, Imports for Women. But it's not only that. We also have a different, we've got our board members, a very
Mm-hmm.
huge board members. And it looks
Yes.
like we're a lot, but we're not, because everyone is an expert in different units.
Mm-hmm.
And we built a board that is built up of from males and females.
Mm-hmm.
And all of you are in the ecosystem. And when we're talking to business angels, we only make communications to them, or we're making a workshop regarding to them. But what we try is to guarantee and validate to the market that it's not only Taryn Andersen who's here, it's Gemma Rubio and a lot of much more people, that they have very expertise, knowledge in a certain topic. And they are giving their knowledge and their time to all those females and social impact projects.
That's what I always wanting to collaborate, because it's amazing, Taryn. I really like it. I really like your project. And
But,
and some more tips that you will give to the people, something that I didn't ask you that is important to know.
well, I would love to come over with the tip. But I really suggest to all those people that is growing, especially females, we are super collaborative. And you got a lot of females role models there. You just have to knock the door. And you're going to go much more quickly if you got a mentoring sessions with people that have already go through. Because time, it's a very important KPI for us, an entrepreneur. It could be a matter of delay of 1 or 2 years. Your companies go to market just because you make a mistake.
True.
And you got a lot of people there. And the COVID-19 brought very bad things, but they also brought good things. You got access to very high level people that will help and will be over there because they are giving as well as you are asking to them.
Yeah, that's
So
really good.
I really recommend to have mentors, to talk to them. You got different types of mentors. Some of them, they are very expert in one topic, some of them in general, whatever. But try to be cautious with that point and don't lose time unnecessarily.
Okay, and do you have plan for the next mentoring session for the people to know to subscribe to Impulse for Woman fast?
I would like to, but right now we are 3,400 startups. We're starting
Yeah,
to
no.
making the call out with the investors, and we are in the meantime of growing. And this is why I'm delaying everything to Q1 2021. Yeah, we are like very, very
But it's a good
obsessed
sign.
right now.
It's a really good sign that you are
Yes.
so busy.
Yes, but this is why we are so quiet and we're not saying anything and we're not doing anything at all, like mentoring sessions or whatever, just because we are trying to preserve and to grow our ecosystem. And right now we are in the meantime providing all the issues that all the females that we have in and bringing more.
Great, Taryn. Really good. Well, it was really nice to have you here. Thank you very much for joining me
Thank you
and
to
for
you.
all your knowledge, for sharing it with all the audience.
No, that was amazing. And we hopefully, thanks to you, because you're supporting to all those females, and thanks to you, you're going to have the choice to have much more advantage of what is going on the market. And
Yeah,
you're a very good speaker.
for me, it's great. I'm, I love to help them.
Yeah.
Thank you, Taryn. So
Thank
have a
you to
nice
you.
evening and talk
You
soon.
too. Yes. Thank you very much.
Okay, bye.
Bye.